welcome our MC today, Cô Hiến, to continue our programs.
Chị em mình tập thơ phát ngon quá. Tâm Phúc, chị Lan Anh xịn ghê.
Dạ, chào cô Anh Trang. Hello Miss Anh Trang.
Anh Bình, have you managed to do any calligraphy?
No. It's a bit hard in the morning. Yeah, we'll try. I can do it. I got my teacher with me.
You got you got Colin Le. She got all the tools that you need, right? Remember, there's no cheating in the exam, okay?
Yeah, I'll find a way.
I supposed to call you because Jilin Le said I'm gonna be your studying buddy. Basically, just change.
Today or?
No, I'm supposed to be your studying buddy. So basically, just change you up on anything that you haven't done yet.
Oh my lord!
So, big sister said I cannot disagree.
That's fully trust on me. I'm here though. I'm here. Thank you for following up.
Thank you. Anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for Trang to taking good care of your study buddy. Yeah. It's a blessing for Brother Bình. He has his old teacher in the house, and she going to have him. Yeah. And coming back to the main rooms. We are listening to sharing from Miss Nguyễn Thị Phỉ. Yeah. When I learn the knowledge and I have a great lesson to share with everyone, normally I going to upload into my channels, and I also share with the women community, and when we focus on building up a good course and we have a favorable condition, it helps us to have achieve our desirable outcomes. And when I have this desire, I receive the support from the teacher. So achievements coming from others. And thanks to the calligraphy courses, I also take this chance to connect to more people. And when we already have the competency, we develop various competency, so more people get to know us, and it helps us also to expand our finance. And thanks to the calligraphy courses, I have an intention to learn really effectively, focus on the course, I see that when we persistently follow this journey, we gonna to have a really great achievements in writing the calligraphy. And gradually, I have a love for writing calligraphy. Thanks to the calligraphy, is also a chance for us to expand our finance. For example, at the end of the year, when the Lunar New Year comes, you can write the calligraphy on the formula. And it's help you also to have the finance. And I also learned the calligraphy from teacher Cô An and Cô Hiền. Thank you so much for Cô An and Cô Hiền. Also open class to have us to be able to write the calligraphy. Our MC Cô Hiến said that when listening to the sharing from chị Vĩ and Cô Hiến see that Cô sister Vĩ has a really strong resources. I'm really grateful for the chance to know about WIT training organizations, and I already know news about our organization in 2023, and I really love and have a strong desire to become a person to embrace this knowledge. And to become an inner being specialist is my strong desire. And thanks so much for the chance for me to be here with everyone and learn in this journey. And I saved my time for this journey. The signal from chị Phi has had some problems. And we know that to become an inner being specialist is just like 1+1 occupation. Whatever occupation you are having right now, when we know and we learn about the occupation that is to become an inner being specialist, it's going to help you to add up values to what you are doing. And when I know about this knowledge, I really find out, and I have a strong belief that in the WIT community, it's going to help me to find out my occupation, and this occupation going to help me to also have enough finance for my living. and thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone because for your support. For example, when I learn English, I also share what I have learned to others. And thank you so much for the sharing from Chị Phi. And I also would like to share with everyone a saying I have just know. So we do not need to have so much money, and we just need to use it effectively. And now we're going to move on to the ritual. Alright, so I would like to invite everyone to have a ritual. You can open your microphone and we read together. The declarations master mentor with I am a person with values. Retelling, transmitting reality, creating value is what I do throughout my life. Supporting others achieve their life's aspiration. I elevate ranks of living. Expanding the range of awareness, elevating the levels of wisdom. I stand above emerging problems. Honor gratitude in emotion. Tolerance in nature, inner peace in heart. I protect myself and those around me. Refined characters, outstanding virtues, maturing beyond my years. I conquer all dreams. With appropriate perspective, right mentality, and relevant competency, I succeed with simplicity. Comprehending laws, understanding principles, holding firmly the key, I open the door to nurturing life. Adhering to rules, applying formulas, wrapping methods, my life becomes simpler, more joyful, more trusting, and lighter. Knowing, believing, understanding the triangle of reality, human energetic structure, the root cause formulas of life. I master finances, master health, master relationships, and master inner being. Imparting the values of the philosophy of roots education to all in order to enrich, to master, become, and evolve. And we're gonna do this. Let me share. And now we're going to read the statements, portraits of a with master mentor, scholarly wisdom, peaceful mentality, refined character, outstanding virtues, exceptional competency, model-like physique, childlike health, extraordinary retelling, sagacious communication, unwavering self-discipline, insightful vision, human-like comprehension, benevolent leadership, moral virtues for all, sixth grace prosperity, all capable leaders, cultural entrepreneurs. And thank you so much, everyone. And now is the moment we are welcome to our teacher today, Go Ha Phi, going to continue to share with us this morning. So let's have a warm up for our study today. And we are going to build up the foundation to become an inner being specialist with everyone joining in the Mentor K07. And I acknowledge for the presence of all brothers and sisters joining Mentor K07. And also I welcome the presence of all brothers and sisters in Mentor K01, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we just like have a great connection with everyone in the mental with community. And a while ago, we heard from our MC Kohin said that the people gonna to help us to borrow the support from each others. And this is our family of mentor, and we're gonna to start together to start a journey for each and every one of us. And we have outcomes when our life is not so as good as what we want. We focus on the things we need to do. Before I have dreams, that is not my dream, it's also my wish. And thank you so much for your sharing. I coming back and I have dreams, and I have dreams. I have amount of money of 1 billion Vietnam đồng. And I start my business. I would like to do the business on the seafood, and I am so blessed because thanks to the trading of the seafood, it helped me to support my children, and they have a great condition to join into the school. And that is my dreams occupation. And my children see that even that is my dream occupation, but they see that I really hard on doing. Like I have to get up early and stay up late. And even I take that occupation to support for my family, but it's not bring a dream life. And I already understand about the difference between a dreams occupation and a wish occupation. When we wish to have these things, that things in our life, and when I learned about the 7 levels of the realms of life, and when we are doing the business and we have the profits, and that is just the level 3 of the realms of life. And I would like to send my gratefulness to the connector that is Miss Han in Mentor K04. She keeps on advising me to join into the Mentor K07 programs. And when I realized that my realms of life is just stopped at level 3, then I drawn into the course of understanding inner words, creating the inner peace K024. And when I know about the knowledge and learn the course, I have a strong desire to become an inner being specialist. And I already made a video record to send to the organizer. I also face with the financial problems. And when I face with the financial problems regarding to the commitment fee, and the organizer shared with me that just keep moving on and learning. And yesterday I learned about lessons sharing from Cô Hà Phi that we have a first anchorage on our dream occupation. And my biggest desire when I joined Mentor K07, and I set my time to join into the course and to be on time. And I would like to make my dream come true. And I also joined into the physical class, the yoga class, and already be able to open my join in level 2. And thank you so much for the course. And I also developed my course in love, and I already understand about the natures of money is for the support for the human life. Before I just like go against to the flow, and now I already realize and I adjust in order to align with the flow, with the principles, with the law. And thank you so much for the finance courses shared by our Cô Hoàng Anh. I already understand about a perspective on the finance, and I apply these perspectives in my life, and I would like to become a servant for the community, and I would like to elevate my realms of life to the realm of life number 7. And thank you so much for Cô Hà Phi giving me a chance to share with everyone. Yeah, Cô Hà Phi would like to say congratulations to chị Hợi, and everyone please send her to our sister for the transformation. When we understand about the values of the inner beings specialist, it's just like our occupation, and that is 1 + 1 occupation. And when we have our first anchorings on that purpose, our life going to change. Through the sharing from chị Hợi, we can see that chị Hợi has a strong honoring and gratitude to what she is doing. And thanks so much for what you are doing, earning from your living, because the income from your current occupation is help us to support for the development and for the growth of our children. When we just start our thinking that we are really have a hardship on doing our career, our occupation, and what we are having at the moment, that is our outcomes, and this current outcome is coming from the past. It's coming from what we already grow in the past. We send congratulations to chị Hợi because she already started her transformation. And at the moment, chị Hợi has a chance to be with the philosophy, the root course, the philosophy, the roots education, and there is a dream occupation, that is to become an inner being specialist. And thank you so much, chị Hợi. And now let's move on to Brother Tuấn Anh. Good morning, everyone. I am grateful for the knowledge, and also thank you so much for cô Hà Phi. My name is Trần Tuấn Anh, and my house is 361. And thank you so much for the knowledge in this journey of desirable outcome. I have various lessons I'd like to share with everyone. And the first lesson is about the heart anchorings. I feel really happy and touched from within myself when I joined into the learning environments of WIT training organizations, because now I already have a philosophy of good education for my living, for my parenting, and even for just the first time we met each other, but I really feel we have a strong connection to each others, and I feel the love from our teacher, and for the transformation and for the dreams of all participants in the programs. And I cannot imagine how we be able to do many great things. And I can see that not many organizations can do that. And thank you so much for cô Hà Phi and cô Hiến share with us about the heart anchorings. As long as you have heart anchorings, and on the journey of helping others to be happy, and we're going to create an environment together. And for the heart anchoring, I can see it's very clear in the teacher, in the mentor, K01 to K06, and especially for the mentor K07. We are focused on the transformation and the maturity of each others. And in our early morning, we taught into the writing calligraphy class. And also we have the English courses that help us to develop our English skills. And I feel really happy and honoring and grateful for our teacher and all of the brother and sister. And I already found and see clearly the hurts and cries from everyone. And I also recall for our black hole who already have a hurts and cries on the journey of liberation of the Vietnamese people. And at the moment we are in the stage of happiness, and also we have a hurts and cries on the path to the socialism, and that is help us to create a happy life. And for myself, I also have a hurts and cries on the journey that I choose, that is to become an inner being specialist. And we together going to spread the knowledge to everyone. And I am really grateful for the knowledge that I received from the knowledge on the hurts and cries. When we have a hurts and cries on our occupations, so our occupation has no problem at all. When we have a hurts and cries on the people has no problems at all. And when our lives is not so good, we focus on the thing that we need. And when our lives are really good, we focus on what we want. And we have the honoring and gratitude to what we are having. And we understand that the root cause of life begins within us. And we going to honoring what we are having, and we grateful for what we are having in order to multiply what we are having. And we are mentor K07. We are going to have a hurts and cries to become an inner being specialist, because this is a dream occupation. And yesterday I have a time to meet with everyone in my house, and I am very happy. And I heard that some of the brother and sister in my house, even the context is not very convenient to thoroughly fully joining into the class, but they are still managed to be with the journey and to be in the class. And I really happy, and thank you so much for the support from the teacher, because for example, for some knowledge that we still not yet understand thoroughly, we can coming back to the with daily app to listening again to the video recording, and we learn again about the knowledge. And thank you so much for brother and sister. We are working together in this meaningful journey. And when I have a hurts and cries on this journey, so I can see that I have a great change in my life. And also thank you so much for the support from our master and mentor. And we're going to separate the philosophy of the root education. Thank you so much for both Trang working together with Mentor K07. And I also express my honoring and gratitude to the knowledge, to the environment, and to the sharing from the teacher. And thank you so much for your listening to my sharing. Yeah. And go have faith coming back. And thank you so much for Brother Tung An share with us about the lessons. And for sure, in each of our house, we miss each other, set our time together, and we're going to take this chance to enhance our social relationships level. And together we walk into the finish lines of this journey, and we see that becoming inner being specialist is our dreams occupation. And when we have our hearts anchored on this journey, so there is really no problems at all. When we have heart anchored on our occupation, so our occupation has no problem at all. And how will we be able to do that? Today, I would like to share, thanks to the contest sharing from Brother Tung An, and I would like to share with everyone once again about the journey, how we be able to achieve our dream occupation. I'd like to share my screens. And when we are here with each others, and we already understand about the desirable outcomes, and we surely to become an inner being specialist. And we focus to achieve the highest wealth. And we are on the process of to enrich, to master, to become and to evolve. And how we be able to attain our dream occupation. And we already see in our diagrams, and we already focus on the three main elements. That is the social demand, and that is, our inner being specialist is an occupation that meets many demands from people in the society. And for all brother and sister in Mentor K07, we are here. It means that we love to become an inner being specialist, and we meet each others, we learn together, we grow together. And the third element, that is our heart anchoring on this journey. And we gonna do closely, and we focus on the pathway, the journey that we already select. And regarding to an occupation, when it already meets the social demand, and we already like that occupation, and we have a first anchoring on an occupation, and when we are really good at what we are doing, and this journey, we're going to start from what we like, and after that we have the responsibility on this occupation, and we become a talent access in this field. And then we're going to have the inquiries. How we be able to fulfill this journey? How how we be able to love this, and what is the key point, and what is the key point, and it lies on our acknowledgement and gratitude for what we are doing. Thanks so much for the occupation that chị Hợi shared with us a while ago. We can see that thanks to that occupation, because that occupation support our family, our children, and we gonna to create the inquiries. Then when we already have our inquiries, it helps us to come into our realization. And in this journey, we're going to find out all of the answer for your inquiries. And we're going to have a big inquiry. It leads to the big realization. And the key point here is lying on the acknowledgements and gratitude. And we're going to become really special when we know that for our contribution and our shouldering. And we also have, a really a great mentality inside ourselves. And it's already also mixed up with what we are wanting and imaginations. And it's going to help us to have a strong and special feelings when we are talking about our dream occupation. Regarding to the mentality, we have the inner peace in our heart. We have the tolerance in our human nature, and we have the honoring gratitude in our emotion. And that is the first inquiries. And then for the second inquiries, and how we be able to be a responsibility. Regarding to the responsibility, it belongs into our virtues. And we already know that we have the 5 virtues, and one of them is responsibility. When we already, have the acknowledgements and the gratitude to the contribution for the shoulders of others, and at that very moment, when we acknowledge and gratitude for the contribution and shoulder from others, it's already, nurturing and have our virtues of responsibility to become bigger and bigger. And then, the stage of responsibility, when we already have the responsibility, and we already, thanks to this, the second inquiries, it helps us already, elevate ourselves. And then regarding to the third inquiry, how we be able to become a talent access. The talent access. And we're going to validate for others outstanding. We are M7S21. We have our big house, and we also have our small house. And thank you so much for the sharing from chị Phỉ at the early of this class. And we acknowledge and validate for the outstanding of others, and it also helps us to develop our characters of humbleness. And when a person who working into this occupation, when we also have the responsibility, we also have the humbleness, and when we we have the material expressions outside us, and that is all the journey that we're gonna to walk together, and we have each others to to grow, to become bigger and bigger in this journey. So I have just share with you about the three inquiries, and we're gonna to create and maintain the mentality of honoring and gratitude. When we already step into the occupation and we have the first inquiries on our occupation, and when we are a mentor, we work together. And then after that, when we finish mentor, we also become continue our learning to become master, and even we become postmaster. And we maintain our mentality of honoring and gratitude. We are going to grateful for all of the opportunity and all of the brother and sister in our community. And we work together, and we wanted to have brother and sister. We share the same language, we share the same agreements, and we share the same journey with each others. And that is also the key point is help us to maintain and to keep our achievements. And it also help us to be apart from the arrogance. And it's going to help us to keep our finance. And then in our diagrams, after we already have our dream occupation, we going to follow to the maturity, and together with our brother and sister in mentor K07, we going to be more mature in the four aspects of life. That is the inner being, that is the health, that is the social relationships and finance. And we're going to become more mature in our wisdom, in our mentality, in our character, and in our virtue. And also we're going to be more mature in our profession, in our perspective, and in our social relationships. Every day we got to accumulate. We accumulate the knowledge. We help each others to enrich our wisdom, enrich our mentality, enrich our character, and enrich our virtue. And that is the foundation for us to form our dream occupation. And when we already have, fulfill all of the elements from the, social demand, we like what we are doing, we can earn money from what we are doing, and we're really good at what we are doing. So it's already help us to form the dream occupation. And at that very moment, we're going to attain the success we attain the success in this journey. And we have the good source concept of being an inner being specialist, and with this good source concept, we're going to bring it along with our life and in this journey to become an inner being specialist. And now we're going to listen to one sharing from a brother or a sister after we already have a summary on dream occupation. And then this is all for the dream occupation. But the question is that whether this dream occupation going to lead you to the dream life. And now we're going to listen to a sharing from our brother and sister. So can you raise your hand to share with everyone? And now we're going to listen to the sharing from our sister Vương Hải Kiến. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for cô Hà Phi giving me a chance to share this morning. And I would like to express my gratitude to teacher and also to my husband who already support me in this journey. And also during my learning and doing the exercises, I feel really happy and really touched. And before I have a chance to learn in the community of teacher Phạm Thành Long, now when I listen to the voice of cô Hà Phi, I really love your voice, and I would like to have the same voices as you have. When my husband learning in WIT training organization, so I would like to join with him and learning. And I would like to learn, focus on my learning, and to become a talent access in this field. Before I am a teacher who have the disabled children, and I come to join many different courses in order to help the family to have the parents who have the children who is disabled. When I have a chance to work with the parents whose children are disabled, and I already may be able to help them to feel at ease. And I found that the current occupation, so that what I am doing on helping the disabled children is also a dream occupation. And also for my husband, we are doing the business on the real estate, and also when focus is on doing the business on the real estate, especially on the agricultural lands, and it's help us to develop the effectiveness of doing the agriculture. And I see that when doing this occupation is helping us to it has my family and myself to have money, a lot of money. And congratulations for chị Hải Yến who shared with us about her reality. And coming back to our cô Hà Phi, and when we understand about a journey in order to help us to conquer our dreams occupation, we understand the dream occupations that is our mean to create the values. Our dream occupation is a mean to help us to create the values. And thanks to the dream occupation, it's going to help us to build up a dream life. The dream occupation is a mean to create the value in order to lead us to a dream life. And I would like everyone have a confirmation on your inner awareness that we gonna to follow the journey in order to create, to build up a dream life. And to build up a dream life is our purpose, our goal, and it's also the elevation, our elevation for our maturity in the human life. And we already know that the mature to the ultimate maturity of a human being, that is, we got to obtain the 7 holistic wealth. Based on the foundations of the dream occupation, we have a mean to help us to create the values, to help us to build up our dream life. And now we're going to move on, and we're going to move on to the dream life. And now we're coming back to the 2 terms, that is the dream and wish. We have here is life. And we have here is a dream life. We have a dreams, and here is wish. And thanks to the understanding about the dream occupation, it's going to help us to have a mean to create values, to help us to obtain the dream life. I'm so sorry. I just missed on the order. This one is life. And this one is wish. Wish first, here is wish. And second, we have the dream. Wish. And then we have here is the dream. To get into a wish life, that is just a life exists in our imagination. And like we have 1,000 people, we have thousands of wishes. we have thousands of wishes. We cannot, list, or we cannot manage, and it cannot lead us to a generous development. And yesterday we are talking about the dream occupation, and it's going to lead us to the dream life. However, when we are talking about the wish life, and it's just like it's as an individual wish. Like we have here 2,000 participants in our programs, and we have 2,000 wishes. How we be able to develop a common, and we're gonna to create our dream life first, and after that it's going to help us to fulfill also our wish life. Because when we are talking about a dream life, that we have a standard for it. For example, when we are talking about a physical, we have a standard for our physicality. Like when you become a mentor in a WIT training organization, we have the physical standards. You going to run 21 kilometers, swim 2 kilometers. You have a hip rotation for 5 hours. You have squat 10,000 times. And when we are talking a dream life, it has standards. It has a standards for us to reach out. And for example, we have a millionaire or a billionaire. That is in order to become a millionaire or a billionaire, we have standards to become. For example, you become a millionaire. In the world standards is different from the millionaire that is standards in your country. But when we are talking about the dream life, we have standards, and everyone can be able to obtain. And there is a saying: when your life is our dreams, is my dreams, your life is my dream, I'm going to listen to you. When your life is my dream, I'm going to listen to you. Then each and every one of us, and we already understand about the dream occupation, and we already know about the talent access in our field. Then we're going to understand about the standards about the life that we aim for. In order that our life is your dreams. And when we already create our dream life, it helps us also to fulfill our wish life. And the wish life is more individuals. It's on each and every one of us. And then, for your wish life, it's already covered by the dream life. And we have a standard for a dream life, so that when we see about the life of a person, and we have our our purpose, and we going to create together. And our dream occupation going to lead us to a dream life. And today we're going to understand about the standards of a dream life. And according to you, so what is the standards of a dream life? So everyone, brother and sister in our Zoom, you can also send your, your understand about the dream life in the chat box. Yeah. What are the standards for the dream life? And now we're going to listen to the sharing from a brother. And we're going to share with us, according to him, what are the standards of the dream life. I think wish life is the wish occupation is the wish occupation is what the social demand. And when there is a demand from the society, so we're going to be able to support the society. And when we love the occupation, we love what we are doing, and then we very happy to do. It's just like we are following to become an inner being specialist as our occupation. And then we know that our inside world creates the outer world. We coming back to understand our inner beings. And thank you so much, because at the moment we are living in a peaceful environment. And then we honor the peace life that we are having. With the honoring and gratitude towards the peaceful life that we have, we together to protect and to develop and continue, protect our peace in our country and in our world. And thank you so much for thank you so much for the sharing, Brother Uyên. But we need to focus because now we're going to find out the answer for what are the standards for a dream life. So let's focus on this. So for me, the standards for a dream life is relating on the inner being and social relationships in our social relationships. So thank you so much for your sharing, Brother Uyên. Yeah, when we are talking about the standards for our dream life, so some of us feel it's vague for about a dream life. So we have to have a standard. We have to have a very clear standard. And we know, of course, we have to be master our own life. We have to master our inner being, our health, our social relationships, and our finance. However, when we are aiming to a dream life, we need to understand about, the standards for it. And we are very blessing because, we already received the sharing. And we are really happy because we know that a dream life is a life with the sixth prosperity. The sixth prosperity. When a person who have all of these six elements of the prosperity, so our life is going to be very smooth, very comfortable, and this is a foundation for us to reach out into our realm of life. We have a standard, and thank you so much for the sharing we receive. And now we're going to move on to understanding and to make clear about the standards of a dream life, a life with the six prosperity. So let us draw a circle. Let us draw a circle. Let us draw a circle. And we're going to divide it into six halves. And this is, a dream life with the six prosperity. So the first element is our health. So can you write down here is our health? So we have also time freedom. We have here is freedom of life. Freedom of times. We have freedom freedoms of finance. We have here is harmonious family. Harmonious family, and we have worth traveling. And then also the sixth prosperity. And every day we wake up early, we join into the course, and we enhance our social relationships. And for the last one we have here is individual development. Individual development. And social relationships. Here we have social relationship. And this one is the life of cis prosperity. This one we can write down. This is the life of cis prosperity. Prosperity. And we have here is we going to have a good health, a freedom of time, freedoms of finance. We have a harmonious family, and also we're traveling throughout the world, and we have the individual's developments, and we have a really quality social relationships. And when we have obtained all of these elements in this cis prosperity, and when we already know about the standards of a dream life, that is a life of cis prosperity. And when we already see these are the standards that we aim for to attain in our lives. And then our duty is that we're going to make all of the parts of these wheels, and we're going to make it become a round and round, and it's just like our life. We can see that our life sometimes has some challenges, difficulty, and then if our wheels of life, and it's going to be able to, to roll and to overcome all of the challenges in our life. We have to keep on our wheel as round as possible, as much round as possible, in order to, to smoothly run out in our journey of life. And regarding to for the 25 years of doing the business, and I already do many different jobs, and then now after all I decided to stop and to come back to master my own life. And thank you so much for the knowledge that I received. I already and then I would like to share with everyone. I already fall into the whole of the life, the difficulty, and it's very blessing when we know about this knowledge, because when we still have our health, we still continue to have others elements. And then we understand, we know about what is freedom of time, what is freedom of finance, and in our family, how we be able to, to create the harmonious family. And then we understand how we be able to have a travel throughout the world. We save our time for our learning and for our development. And every day I continue, my accumulation. And each and every one elements in this life of cis prosperity, we wanted to understand about it clearly in order to create. I learned various lessons throughout, my journey of life. And I am very happy to still sitting here. I have a first anchoring on the knowledge and on this journey. And then I have a first anchoring with you, everyone, brother and sister, in mental communication. and I share with you what I have learned in this journey. And during my experience in this journey, I already learned lessons. And then maybe my lesson, it can be your lesson too. And then together, we're gonna to, fulfill our life of the sixth prosperity. And to make our wheels of life, it can be able to fulfill and to be round and round. Let's start to go deep into understanding about each element in this, the wheels of the six of prosperity. And now we're going to start with the freedom of time. And every day we will wake up at 3 a.m. We join into the course, and then we're going to understand about the freedoms of time in order, to be able to manage our time. And when we already receive, the sharing about the standards of a dream life, that is the life of the sixth prosperity, we're going to go deep. We go deep into each and every element here in order, to have you to have a comprehend thoroughly about, each of the sixth prosperity. And then I would like to have a conversation with a brother and sister in the Zoom in order to see whether what you are having among all of these six prosperity. And how many elements you already have in your dream life. And I would like to invite Brother Trần Thanh Hải to have a sharing with us. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Cô Hà Phi, to give me a chance to share. And when I looking back into my life, and when I see about the lives of the sixth prosperity, and when I know that, health is the first priority, and before I, focus on early in the morning, so sometimes I face with the health issue, but now I am coming back to find again my health. How I be able to create a good health? And then I can say with everyone, now I already have a good health. And the second, I also have a harmonious family. And thank you so much and I am very blessed because I still have a harmonious family with my wife, with my children, and with my beloved ones. And regarding to the individual's developments and the social relationships, I also have that. And every day I continue my learning, and I improve myself. I elevate my values, and it helped me to attain what I desired regarding to my occupation and also the social relationships. Regarding to the freedoms of time, freedoms of finance, and the world traveling, I still not obtain of these three elements. And I am on the way to, build up and to, in order to have these three elements, the freedom of time, freedom of finance, and work traveling. So each and every one of us now, we already understand about the 6 standards of a dream life. So now you coming back to see your life, whether all of these 6 elements, what you are having at the moment. And for our Zoom, you also doing this exercise, please. You got to coming back and to consider about this 6 standards, which element you are having. So you can doing this exercise too, together with all brother and sister. Yeah. And now let's move on to hearing another sharing from Sister Yến. Thank you so much, Cô Hà Phi, and I am very happy. Today I learned about the 6 standards of a dream life. Before, when I not yet know about the philosophy of the roots education, I faced with the health problems. And I also go under a surgery, and my family support me, and then my family share with me that, oh, keep moving on. And then I coming back to consider about my existence, the values of my existence. And when I know about the knowledge, I know about the environments, I would like to become a favorable condition. And especially I would like to share with everyone that the good health is very important. It's very important. That is the first priority, because when you lose your health, you lose everything. And when I facing with a health problem and I go under the surgery, I receive the support from my father. He keep on encouraging me to overcome all. And I think that it should be myself just to tell my dad that. However, when I receive the support from my dad, I feel really, touched. And thank you so much for the connection from my connector, Miss Nguyễn Thị Hà, who already connects me to this knowledge and to this environment. And then I have a chance to move on into the Ho Chi Minh City, and I already learned. I learned an offline course in Ho Chi Minh City. And I feel that, oh, how blessed I am. And then, one day at already 11 p.m., I received a message from the organizer for my interview to enter into Mentor K07. I feel really, really happy for that. And thank you so much for Cô Hà Phi already save her time to interview me and give me a chance to be a mentor K07 participant. And then for my dream life, I would like a life where I can be able to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. Regarding to my finance, is just enough. I just have enough finance for my life. And regarding to the individual developments and the social relationships, and I also have my own social relationships that is not really like not so much, not so many social relationships. And I always remind myself that the health is very, very important. It's very, very important. Of course, we know that the finance is very important too in my life, in our life. However, our health is also very important, because when we have our health, we'll be able to do many things, and it's going to help us to have the finance. And I feel very blessing because my daughter also registered and for the interview to become a mentor K07 with me and my daughter, we learning together. And okay, Go Hafi is coming back and ask Sister Ying whether alright, we have a scales of 10 points, and then now we have a score on each of the elements in these wheels. And then now we're going to have an exercise with Sister Ying. We're going to have a score on the scales of 10. So according to you, so what is about the freedom of time? So what is your score? Sister Ying said that regarding to this prosperity, so the element that I focus the most is the health. Is the health. And regarding to the world traveling, I also have a chance to travel to Malaysia, and I feel really content for that. So let's we have 100%. So we're going to evaluate. We're going to evaluate about the elements that we have. And when we are very clear and we are evaluate about our views of the of life. So according to you, when you are traveling, so how much percentage you have in 100%? And let's move on to listening to another sharing. And thank you so much for Sister In. And Sister Louise said that she, for the evaluation, so she said that she have 50% over 100%. And now we're going to listen to the sharing from Brother Bùi Tiếng Dũng. Thank you so much for cô Hà Phi for giving me a chance to share. Before I know a part of this wells of life, and I know that a dream life is increase the health, the harmonious family. And for some element, when I already have, I still feel not yet content. I still not find that I wow for what I have. That is why I continue my learning. And today, when listening to the sharing regarding to the life of the sixth prosperity, I already do the evaluation, and I already have the percentage. Regarding to the health, I also have a program to do it every day. And I already joined into the class in order to develop my chi system. And I think that regarding to the health, we have 80 to 90%. Regarding to the freedom of time, I have 50 to 60%. Regarding to the freedoms of finance, and regarding to the freedoms, the material one, and also regarding to the non-material ones, so I have 60%. The harmonious family, I have a family with my wife and a children and a child, and I feel happy for my family. And then regarding to the harmonious family, I evaluate 60 to 70%. And regarding to the relationship with my children and also with my relatives, and I also have a chance to go to travel. And I also travel to some country in the world. And I evaluate regarding to the world traveling is going to have 70%. Regarding to the individual developments and the social relationships, I keep on learning, and I am very happy to be here with everyone in learning this journey. And I evaluate, I have 80 to 90%, 80 to 90% of individuals' developments and social relationships. And I see that I also aim for to be balanced of all the elements in this wheels of life. When we have other people to obtain what they wish, we also, evaluate for what we are having. And thank you so much for Hafi for letting me to share. Yeah, and let's coming back to Hafi. Yeah. Thank you so much, Brother Bùi Tiếng Dũng, because you already have a very clear number on what you are having regarding to the life of sixth prosperity, and it helps us to see where we are in our journey, and then we're going to have a plan to develop, and also we coming back to to arrange ourselves for our next journey. And Brother Bùi Tiến Dũng already have the elevation for each of the element in these wheels. And then after that we going to have our hearts anchorings to elevate our inner awareness in order to create, around and fulfill the wheels of life. And 3 days ago, we already know about the dreams occupation, and today we move on to understand about the dream life. And let's move on to females, ladies, and we're going to listen to the evaluation of these wheels of life. And now we're going to listen to the sharing from our sister Trần Thị Minh. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Cô Hà Phi, to give me a chance to share. And thank you so much for Cô Hà Phi share with us about the desirable outcome. For the recent days, we understand about the dream occupation, and in order to have the desirable outcome, and I would like to have an introduction about myself. My name is Trần Thị Minh. I was born in 1979, and I am living in Hải Phòng, and I retired. I already retired for 11 years. And through your analysis, I already have the desirable outcome regarding to my occupation. After graduation from the university, I joined into working as an officer, an officers in Hải Phòng province, and I already become a manager in the districts that I live in, and I continue my learning. And I fulfill the tasks that I am giving. And I already going through 4 different positions throughout my contribution. And I can see that I already meet all of the requirements of a dream occupation. I have a chance to work for the work that meets the social demand. I also love what I am doing, and what I am doing also bring me the money, and I also good at what I am doing. And today, when I learn about the life of the 6 prosperity, and I already know how to take good care of my health and the health of all the members in my family. And I have a healthy family. Even my mother-in-law who stayed together with me all of the members in my family have a really good health. And I have a good taking care of my family. Regarding to the freedoms of the finance, so I have like 70% of the freedom of finance. Because I have a plan. Because I learned economic, I have an economist. I have a plan on using the finance. And also I have a plan in using our money, our incomes, and regarding to the freedom of the finance, so I can ensure to 70 to 80% of the freedoms of time of finance. And also regarding to the freedom of time, I save my times. And I have exactly planned for what is the time for doing which thing that I like. And then in my family, it's not only myself, but also my husband, my children. So we all have the freedom of time and freedoms of finance. And regarding to the harmonious family, throughout, we are taking good care of the health for all the members in the family, and we also have the freedoms of time, freedoms of finance in the family. So all together, all the members of my family, we build up a harmonious family. And for my grandchildren, they also grow up. They also have their own house, and then I stay with my mother-in-law, and my children, they have their own house, their own family. They have their own house, and then regarding to the harmonious family, I think I have like 80 to 90%. And I'm really grateful for the dream occupation that I am having, because thanks to that I already have a dream life. And then thank you for all of that element. Our family also have a chance to have a traveling to the world. So each year we have the plan to travel to the world with my friends, with my family. Everything, I already have a plan for that, and I have a chance to go traveling with with my beloved ones. And then in world traveling, I evaluate. I have like 70% for that. And then from the time that I graduate from the university, going to work, until the time I am for my retirement, I keep on learning and developing myself. And then thank you so much for the chance to get to know about WIT training organizations and the chance to join this journey with everyone. And then for the first time when I joined into the organization, that is, I joined into the class of the 7 most offerings. And I really love the voices of the teacher. Thank you so much for Cô Hà Phi. I really love your voice. Your voice is so warm and touching. And regarding to the individual development and social relationships, so I already do this for all of my life, for the whole of my life I'm doing this. And I am on a mentalities of inner peace. And then when I joined into the WIT training organizations, I even more clear about my mentality of inner peace, tolerance, honoring, and gratitude. And then I found that tolerance is really crucial, really important for everyone. Especially when we be able to tolerance for ourselves. That is, a simple way for us to be tolerant to ourselves and to others. And Go Happy would like to say congratulations for the sharing and for the reality of going of sharing off from our sister của Trần Thị Minh. And we can see that through the sharing, we can see that now you are just 20 years old. And then I just recall a saying that is, for the rich, if you are not learning, so you will not reach for long term. And if you are the poor and you are not learning, so you maintain your poverty. And then thank you so much for sharing, because I see that you keep on learning for the whole life learning. And when I joined into WIT training organizations, I also have a wish. I would like to become the successors in our areas, because I really love the young generation, and I would like to become a successors person in order to help others people in my community, in my areas of living. I would like to build up a mechanism of the balance marriage and the duties, and Go Happy would like to receive the agreement and the support from all brother and sister in the Zoom to keep the very beautiful mental image for our sister Kiến to become a successful person in her community. And through the sharing from Miss Kiến, and we can see that the health is the first priority, and then we can see that for each of the elements in this life of the cis possibility, and we can see that she already has all of these elements. So let's find out what is the key point that have Miss Kiến to already have all of this. Regarding to the freedom of time, it's not that when she already be as a retirement, then you have the freedom of time. And then, now she already have her dreams and to become a successful person in her areas. And it's just like, she just start off her business. And then we can see that relating to this fields of life, Miss Kiến already nearly reached to the fulfillment of all of these elements. And let's coming back to the three graces inquiries related to the dream occupation that we are having a while ago, and then the most advantage of Miss Kiến is that she already retired, and in the life of the sixth prosperity, and then every day, each and every one of us, we have 24 hours a day. Every one of us, we have the same time. And today, we already know about a mean to have to create the values. That is the dream occupation. And then in the dream life, we are going to dive into the details of the sixth prosperity. And then now move on to the first element, that is the freedom of time. We coming back to the knowledge about the meditation that we learned from PreMentor. And then we coming back to the principle of the operating principles of the subconscious. And in order to understand about the time to be simple, we going to learn again about that knowledge. And we're going to find out how we be able to manage and to create the freedoms of time. So when we listen to the sharing from Miss Kiến, we said that when she retired, Miss Kiến, she retired, and then she's very free. She has a lot of free time, and regarding to the freedom of time, it means that we free. We have a lot of freedom, but regarding to the the value create. The creates the values, and if we don't have a mean to create the values, so gradually we become invaluable person. And then here we are free. We have a lot of free time and to do many things in our life, and we have enough time to do whatever we want in our life. And then please everyone, let's have an inner awareness that we have enough time for us to do anything that we like to do in our life. We always have enough time for all of the things that we like to do. And please have this inner awareness when we are talking about time. Because that is just a stage. That is just a stage when a person be able to be proactive in arranging, and then for the things that is a priority for them, and that is important for them to do. And if we are free, we have a lot of free time, but we don't have anything to do. So what makes sense for that? However, when we have a state of mind, that is, we have enough time for doing anything that we want, and we be able to arrange the things that we going to do, according to our wish. Then at that time we have the freedoms of time. It's not mean that you stop everything that you are doing in order to reach onto the freedom of time, but we have a plan. We build up a system in order to have a time management effectively. When we already, build up a system operating effectively, and then in our system we have people who have the same target with us, and we have people working along with us, and then we have people who keep on doing what you are doing, and we have the me and the vehicle that support us. Then it's going to help us to obtain the freedoms of time. Now we already on a journey to become a mentor, and before, when I am learning to become a mentor, also I learned many brothers and sisters sharing about their transformation, and then they keep on saying that, oh, this knowledge is really meaningful, really valuable, and I have a strong desire to separate this knowledge, and I would like to become a person who take this knowledge to share with many other people. We always listening to that sharing. Then when we have action, and we would like to become among that person to separate this knowledge. So first of all, we have to have a mean and vehicle to do that. And when we become a mentor K07, we have a clear inner awareness, and then it's just like in our small house. In our small house, we have brother and sister. We have a brother and sister who, learning together with us, and we're going to be able to save our time to join into our course. And we also have the Zoom from our master, our postmaster teacher who walk along with us in this journey. And for a reason that we will not be able to be present in the course, and then immediately that become your barriers. And then when we accumulate the small barriers, it's going to accumulate the darkness. And when we already learn about the meditation, we will not allow that happen to us. And we already choose this journey. We already choose this journey to become a mentor K07. And then when we join in this journey, we fulfill our homework, and then we wake up at 3 a.m. and somehow we go to bed at 11 p.m. And then let's consider whether we already do all of our homework requirements. When we are not want, so we always find a reason for it. And today I would like to share with everyone, we have enough time for doing anything that we want to do. And when we learn about the life of the sixth personality, we have a priority. We have a priority to have other people to be mama to, and they wanted to be a person who contribute and to shoulder with us in this journey. And what we are having, we share with others. And we have other people, we nurture other people. And in order so that people, they grown up, they become more mature, they have the, enough, the competency to work together with us and to do the things that we are doing. So we keep on, persistently in this journey. And every day we wake up at 3 a.m. to start our course. And then, somehow we last until the 12 p.m. And thanks for our persistently, and thanks for the lead of our teacher. And then we can see that we learn from our teacher. He already do that, so we can do that too. And we can see the reality from our teacher. That he even can share the knowledge. He still can manage his family, taking good care of his children, and can do many other things. And for myself also, happy also learning and also on a journey of maturity. And thank you so much for all brother and sister of the THNT-KTAV to give Happy a chance to share and to be here with everyone. If you be able to join and to fulfill this journey of THNT-KTAV, at this very moment, you already have the freedoms of time. Because we understand that about the nature of the freedom of time is that we optimize my time. We optimize our time in a short period of time, but we can create the values. And we are in a specific period of time, but we be able to maximize our value creation. In this early section of learning, we learn from the knowledge, we learn from the sharing from the teacher, and also we learn from the sharing of the participants in the Zoom. Because for the brother and sister who share with us, they already accumulate about their life experiences for many years, and they come here to share with us. And we know about the nature of the freedom of time. We know how to be able to optimize the way of we use our time. And then, this is also the journey of learning the THNT-KTAV. In order to help us, to understand and to learn about the inner being knowledge in the most effective ways. And thank you so much for our teacher, because he already, packaging all of the journey, all of the knowledge in order to offer us this wonderful journey to help us to become an inner being specialist. And we become a better version of ourselves. And that is not only for the benefits of ourselves, but that also for the benefits of your family, of your organizations, and for your community, your nation. And in this periods of time, a short periods of time, we receive various of knowledge. And then, you know, in this short periods of time, for the knowledge that we receive, that is a lot of meaningful and valuable knowledge to share. But when we observe into the society, so maybe many people, they even don't have a chance to know about this knowledge. Or it maybe take their whole life to find out this knowledge. So we are very blessed to be here, and in a short period of time, we learn and we grow together. And if we combine all of the 6 elements of this dream life into 100%, so let's coming back to do the exercises for yourself. So how much percentage that you already have, and then when we already know what we are having, we're going to have a plan in order to help us to achieve the fulfillment of the life of the 6th prosperity. And thank you so much, everyone. So let's end up our session today here. And now we're going to open the microphone to say farewell to each other. Yeah. And thank you so much, brother and sister. Thank you so much, Go Happy. Thank you so much for the sharing of all participants. And thank you so much, all brother and sister joining in the Zoom today and giving me a chance to interpreting the knowledge today. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you, everyone. And if you have any lesson you want to share, or you have any inquiry related to the knowledge that we learned this morning, we are very happy to hear from you. Yeah. So now is the time for our Zoom. So if you have any questions or anything you want to share after learning this morning session, so please open your microphone and share with us. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yay. Up.
Yes. I see chị Thanh Robert, em Lan Anh, chị Sương, anh Ngọc Luân, and anh Sen, anh Ron, and many others, brothers and sisters. You have anything to share? Yeah?
We're going up. We're going up, Sania.
Yeah, may talk something. Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Sương. My full name is Phạm Thị Thu Sương, and my ID number is 6785.
We're going up.
I am the editor of Midtown Robert. So yesterday and today, I look for Thắng in the Zoom meeting. Yeah, just would like to say hello to everybody. My English is not really good, so I joined to the Vietnamese Zoom, but would like to connect with our also. So some content I wish to listen from the English Zoom, and some content I focus on the Vietnamese Zoom. Yeah, really happy to be here with you all. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, chị Thu Sương. Yeah, so we already have the small house and we already have a study buddy. Cô Linh Lan, mình có cái nhóm rồi ha cô, mình có cái nhóm Telegram rồi ha cô.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Or good evening for all of us around the world. Yeah, lovely. Thank you, Go Hani, for your translation today. I think we'll keep it to the time, so we'll stop here, unless we have something really, pressing that we need to speak about or to raise here. Otherwise, we'll go and reflect on our. Is that Gemma? Gemma, did you want to say something?